Hi, I'm Pantazi. Today we're going to take a look at an old Weichi kata, Sanseiru. Now I've done many of exposés on this in the past, and I'll continue to do so because I like to study it and keep going with it, and hopefully give Weichi practitioners a different idea and different perspective, and also a way to practice Kyusho, of course. Now, in Sanseiru and most of the Weichi katas, there is the Shoken. It is also what I believe transferred from the single-bladed grass hand into the Shoken, okay? And if we look at the yin and the yang of everything, every action you make or every action you have is not always just a yang expression. It could be a yin expression of grabbing. Okay, now that hand, once it folds in, okay, and they go into a lot of rotations, is for tearing. That's the tiger essence of the Weichi Ru. So we're going to go to one single action. Now I'm limited by my space and my backdrop here. When I'm doing this action, there is a position where it comes up 3 times, where there's one of these shokens that's brought up into this position, and the next one comes across. It does this 3 times, okay? Now, in that process, there's a couple things you can do. First of all, if we look at the nerves on the arm, okay, we have a nerve coming right up through the middle, and I'll do a little expose in a second on the what it is and how to strike that, okay? If we strike that first low, somewhere in through here, we're going to catch that nerve very well, right where the tendons start to turn to the muscles. It starts to separate a little bit and is a good entry point for that small knuckle. Okay, now the Shoken can catch up in through here. Now they're tighter together in here, but boy, does the shock get you. So be careful when you're practicing. You're going to do this by mistake a lot. You'll get an electrical zap right out your hand, and it causes pain, and you'll wonder why the heck you were doing that. But anyway, it's kind of fun anyway. So anyway, you're going to strike that one nerve point and then strike into the next nerve point. 1, 2. Now on the third one, what I like to do when I practice this kata is not just strike 3 times. Okay, I had the 1 strike, I had the 2 strikes, then I go into the grabbing action. But the main grabbing action is the index finger cutting in between the 2 muscles and tendons in through the back of the wrist to squeeze in. That gives me that opportunity in the kata, instead of just going here, to grab on, hold. So I've got tensile strength going this way, I've got tensile strength coming this way, I've got strength in my hand from holding this posture, I've got strength in my fingertips. So if I latched onto someone's windpipe as an example, okay, like many of these katas do, or grabbing into the eye socket with the thumb, or grabbing into the vascular tissue of the throat, you're going to develop that hand strength. The next motion comes around and comes into this kind of an action. Now I'm doing it a little high from the kata, so bear with me, because again, my backdrop in the settings here are limiting me somewhat. But after I've done this third attack, I'm going to come up and grab once again, getting that involvement in that finger. Okay, I can work on this nerve right in through here, so that's teaching me also how to weaken this hand as I pinch this on the nerve. So again, when you're going into those, okay, you can do the strikes, 2 strikes on the nerves, 1 latch into the back of the hand, so you're developing that finger, that tensile finger strength in there for pulling, okay, and also the arm strength of this. Once you come around, we can grab up again in through here, and you can work on the thumb strength as well as the index finger strength. You could even grab into the whole hand if you want to forge the strength for those last 3 fingers before it curls into that Shoken. Now, stay tuned, because I'm going to go into a demonstration with an anatomical, 3D anatomical figure. I'm going to be discussing the nerves, how to attack them, what they do, And this is basically what I do for the Patreon and Platinum subscriptions, is I expand. Now, I'm not going to add effects to this because I'm home alone today and I don't have a partner to work with. But what I'm going to do is describe it anatomically while you watch this film, and I've already been showing a film of Sanseiru in the back with the action extricated, so you can see the exact details of what I'm talking about in the Weichiru and hopefully in your own practice. And while you're in the house, okay, and you can't go to the training halls, might as well do this on your own and see what you can come up with. And if you've got that one concept in your brain that this is not just a striking action, okay, this is a grabbing action, okay, as I've mentioned in many other films, and I'll try and find the films and link them to this video too, okay, so you can see the explanation. You've just doubled your martial art. Okay, always think yin and yang and the transfer between the two. So one is the white crane, one is the black tiger, and the dragon is the transfer, transition, and constant flow between the two.